mad. Even though I paid the ticket of Pearl, Mississippi, I still have this irrational feeling that I still owe them. But I still have 22 months, well, not 22 months, but from March 15th, no, yeah, March 15th all the way to the to right now. That's 3 months in, 2 months in, 4 months in, I don't know. But I still get this irrational feeling that I still owe them money, but I don't. That's pretty cool. I checked on their website. I don't owe them jack or anything, because I just checked myself. It don't say I owe them additional money, because if I would have skipped them paying, they would have, or if the money didn't receive, they would have had over $1,000. I would have had to pay the full amount, which would have sucked on my end very bad. Technically, I can hit the road any time of the day, any time of the minute I want. But I have no particular route in mind other than to go back to Pennsylvania to see my nephew. He's about a year, almost 2 years, this December. I got to see him, and then I hit the road or vlog my family in there, my mom and dad and my brother. I got more views now. Hey, no dogums over here. Oi! Oi! You dumb. Get over here. Meet the crew. Meet the crew, man. Well, hey, my babies. We get a little bit mad. We don't like to listen. We don't like to do shit. But anyway, I do want to get into some topics of not thinking I can't do this, I can't do that. This is hard. This is, I want to get into that type of talks, because there's a lot of people say I can't do it. It's too hard. It's only hard if you make it hard and you think that way. A lot of people are just so used to the norm of society and doing the things they are taught. There are some things out there that you have to let go. And I will get to you when I get to you. It's very common to have I can'ts out here. I can't do this, I can't do that. I don't think I'll be able to do this. Now, every time you look at a map of some sort, you think it's a lot easy and a lot closer than actual distance. Now, this is how I see it when I'm out there hitchhiking. I look at the map and I know it's close. I know it's 100 miles to the destination I want, and I pick and choose who I want. Now, I don't see it as mileage. I see it as destination. Because if you see it as mileage, your brain will not trigger it the correct way. Your brain will see it as, you can't do this. It's physically impossible to do 100 miles of hitchhiking. Nobody's gonna pick you up. Nobody's gonna do this. Nobody's gonna do that. Why am I even bothering? Now, you gotta get your mind to think, yes, that dude is gonna help me. You gotta get your mind around the downside of the negatives. The negatives are strong possibilities of you failing. So, don't let your brain get you down. Biggest I can't is dealing with Mother Nature. Dealing with law enforcement. Law enforcement are the biggest I can'ts out here, because they really make a downer on the situation that you're currently having. You could be having a rough day and they can just make it even worse. Now I'm not saying all law enforcement are bad. It's the ones that do make it bad for the experience. I've had run-ins. I'm not immune to the law. I recently got in trouble. They say I got in trouble, but that law enforcement could have left it alone and done house with somebody else. But you just gotta take it for face value these days. Now, dealing with the law enforcement, you really have to connect your dots with them. You gotta say yes sir, no sir, and don't try to overdo it, because if you do it, like, completely overdo it, they'll think you're being an ass or some jokester. So you really have to mind your Q's and P's when it comes to them, and not be like our sarcastic son of a gun like me. Now, a lot of people have big issues on taking Fido with them. And they're like, I can't do it, I can't. Trust me, it'll work out in the long run of things. Fidos really help out in certain situations. Like if you're a hitchhiker and trying to get rides, these dogs will help you out tenfold. Believe it or not, even semi-drivers will pick you up. They're like, hey, where you headed? And if by chance they're going somewhat your way, you can get a ride with one of these guys, which is pretty awesome. I've heard a lot of people say, I can't do it because I have financial means to take care of. I have debt. Yes, take care of your debt. Take care of your things. Be responsible. Law enforcement, citizens of America will understand you being responsible. Just take that before you actually go out. Take care of your deeds or whatever. Now, the best time to actually start this lifestyle is right after you graduate from high school or college. So usually about 21, 22 is the date that most people are out of college and stuff. Just keep in mind, have a can-do attitude. Hey, so now the final part of this video will be Fido. Talking about Fido. A lot of people keep saying, I can't do this, I can't do that with Fido. Sure you can. The biggest one I always hear, how am I going to feed Fido? How am I going to do certain things? What if Fido gets hurt? There are programs out there, especially in California, that will help a person out that has issues with their dogs, like major issues, like neuter scooter. They can get a hold of somebody and help. When I had Brady, I called them up, they got him neutered. Nice, that's awesome. Now, if anybody wants the neuter scooter number, I can give the number out so they can help you out. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of wondrous things that you could do with a dog out there. And I'm not going to get into like the bumming and panhandling, because that's bread and butter to some people. Dogs provide the best emotional support. Somebody to talk to. There's really, I can't with a dog. You will run in with people that be like, no, I don't want your dog in my car. I don't want a stinky dog in my car. I don't want a dog that chews things. They're going to assume that your dog does this and that, which is not true. So they don't know. And you got to deal with that. You got to deal with everything that comes in with people not liking dogs. You get people that are allergic to dogs. You get truck companies With that one, they will say no pet policy. That's alright. There's hundreds and thousands and millions of other drivers. Whew. Other drivers. There's not just that driver. Can't say it, but there's way more than that. But anyway, I got to go. We'll talk about types of people out there in the world. But first, be true, stay true, and subscribe to the channel. Love you guys.